Hello, my good people. I'm happy that again you got yourself to this channel so that we can continue educating ourselves about issues to do with finances. And today I've come up with some three things that I know every time that we are doing our financial planning, we have to put them in our mind. We need to think about it, or sometimes when you're alone, you can put it in mind, especially when you're doing purchases or when you're doing anything that is going to deduct money from your account, or when you're thinking about any issue to do with money. I know that all of us now understand how money is, but we have different way we view money, right? And we understand how we value the money that we have, and how we value our life, and how we value the financial planning, right? So before we proceed, I want to make a request, and I would like to request you if you can hit on that subscription button. You'll be showing us some love so that you encourage us to continue coming up with different content about money. And also, you can also hit on that notification bell. When you do that, then that will be so great, because any video that we put on this channel, you'll be the first one to get, and that will be so great. And if you can also share with your friends or your relatives about this, I think it will also help them, because sometimes it's not only giving money, but you can give knowledge that will help them also in terms of making a wise spending or a wise decision when they're thinking about using the money that they get. So as we want to look at this, so I want you to get ready. You can grab a pen and a book, and it's going to be very helpful. So one of the things that we want to be thinking mostly when we are doing issue to do with finances is when it comes to spending. Sometimes it's good first to sit down to really decide, does this thing really I need it? So if you are not really sure if you need it, then you have to wait, because it's tempting. We live in an immediately gratification society whereby we have fast food, we have the internet, we have the mobile phones, we have different devices. And remember that even these devices have some applications, some apps that it just make you to be tempted to buy. Like I remember this morning, as I was with my wife in Washington, D.C., and we left our kids with the babysitter. So as we were just seated in the car, my wife got a message, an email that says that Amazon is thanking her to do a purchase of a video game. So we were wondering where did this, where she was wondering where did she do that, and she has never bought anything, some video app in the phone, or maybe it happened without her knowing. So after some time we came to realize it is our youngest daughter. She was using iPad, and then she subscribed to a game, and that subscription, every month they need to deduct $12 every month. So you find that if you're not really careful and you didn't know that such a purchase was happening, or it happened, then you find yourself that every month there is $12 that is being deducted from your account without your knowing. So anyway, that was just by the way, but we unsubscribed the app, and we told her never to do any purchases because we have these phones, that the iPads and many other things, and all these things keep on propping on the screen, so you can hit on it and then you find that they deduct some money from your account. So what I want to say is, when it comes to spending or buying anything, you have to wait. You have to ask yourself, do I really need this thing? If you really need it, then you can buy it. So when I say about you have to wait some time, is if you something came to your mind that you need it, and you are really not sure, you can pause. You can wait for like 2 to 3 days. If you still really needed it, then you can go ahead and buy it. Another thing is you have to understand your money value. Understanding your money value, and you have to stick on the priority. That will be very important, especially when you're thinking about financial planning. Make sure that your priority comes first, because we are different. We have different likes and dislikes. We have people who maybe part of their budgeting, they have to put their donating to like 4 to 5 non-profit, which is good. And we have others who they just do a donation maybe to 2 or 3 non-profit. So you don't need to compete with some of your friends who maybe for them they've already planned to be donating for 4 or 5 non-profit. You can look at the best charitable organization that you want to donate to, and not all these charitable organizations need you to donate money. Others, maybe they might need some of the things that you need, like maybe some clothes that you are using and you bought new, or some books that you are using and you bought new, or anything that you have a lot of them in your house. You can donate that instead of donating money, but it's all according to your thought. But what I want to insist here is you have to make sure that you go by your priority. If you don't come up with other things that is going to disorganize your planning, because every time when you sit down and you're doing a budgeting, then your priority comes first. Things that you value most, things that you really know that this one is important, and that this one is really significant for me now. Another thing that you really need to look at when you're thinking about doing your financial planning is you have not to go by people, because this is really affecting most of us, because we want to do what other people do, or we want to do something to make other people happy. Forget about what other people have. You have to be your life. And this one has really helped me. I really struggle a lot to be myself, because I used to compare myself with other people, comparing what I have with what other people have. But if you want to achieve your goal in finances, you have to ignore what other people have. If they have a very great and a big and expensive car, and you have a cheap car, provided all of them can provide you services from point A to point B. So you don't need to be looking at what other people, comparing what you eat with your neighbor. You have to know that we have different way of getting finances, getting money. Maybe they have other ways of getting them. So you have to make sure that you concentrate with what you have, and appreciate other people for what they have. And everybody of us, we have different lifestyle. Make sure that your lifestyle is affordable, that is not going to bring a lot of mental battle or thinking too much. Why am I in this way and he or she is the other way. Why am I putting on these clothes and she's putting on the other clothes? We are all different. The purpose of you having the clothes is already fulfilled. The objective, right? You are covering yourself. They're also covering themselves. If in terms of the car, you have your car, you can move from point A to point B. They also have that expensive, they can move from point A to point B. And I do tell people that the type of car, it doesn't matter, because all of us, when we are in the road, even in the highway, when the police are there, they will stop all of us sometimes whenever you do any mistake, either by overspeeding, or if you are in this back road whereby there are traffic lights. It doesn't matter how expensive the car you have and the other person. So you have to forget about what other people have and be yourself. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to this episode. But I want to request again, you can hit on the notification button, and any video that we put in this channel will be the first one to get. And don't forget to subscribe, because when you do that, you'll also be supporting us, because when you support us, we get more encouraged to come up with so many content about finances. And remember, why I'm insisting you to help us in subscription is we are now at 82, and we only need 18 more subscribers to hit at 100, so that we can do some live video. Anyway, thank you very much for what you have done to be with me this channel. I want to say God bless you.